So the Cisco Store Tech Lab is how we refer to our Cisco and Partner ecosystem. If you are not familiar with the Cisco Store Tech Lab, we are the employee merchandise store, so we are a real retail operation. We are going to show you what we are walking Cisco Live attendees through, which is going to be our Cisco Store Tech Lab tour. We've done 24 so far and we've got 2 more to go. So let's take you on a tour. We're gonna start here at our peg wall. What we wanted to do here was to bring some of the new Meraki devices down to eye level so that you can see what these things look like up close. We've got an MT15 here. This is going to be an air quality sensor. It can also look at things like carbon dioxide, noise level, humidity, and temperature. We have tied the light, which can be assigned to any of those metrics, to temperature. So it's nice and cool in this air conditioned venue right now. So the light is green. We did have our air conditioner go out at the beginning of this show, so we watched the light change from orange to red. So that is how that MT15 works. If you look on the shelf below, we are looking at an MV33. This is going to be one of the 3rd generation cameras coming from our Meraki team. This is a fisheye camera. We do have these deployed throughout our store. We will show you how we use our Meraki cameras, but wanted to make sure that you saw what that device looked like. If I turn your attention to this switch, this is going to be an MS130 ruggedized, so it is made for extreme temperatures, both high and low. And if you look at this white device, this is going to be our MT40, which is a power monitoring sensor. For this show, we are baselining our power consumption for the duration of the show and for the setup of the show. Next year, we will be scheduling our power to see how much energy savings we can have. So now we're going to look at our Meraki dashboard, the MT40 in our Meraki dashboard. We can see the usage of the device coming in here in this graph. We can see last night when we closed the store, we did turn off the light in our peg wall. And as we open the store, you can see when our light came back on. You are also able to see your estimated costs all within one place. So this is a great tool in terms of having full visibility into your sustainability and energy savings from the MT40s. Over here in settings is where you can add that power saving schedule. So we have done this in our San Jose store. We baselined our power consumption and then scheduled our devices to be on just outside of store hours. And when we did this, we saw a 66% reduction in our energy consumption. You can also pop over to power controls and turn off the MT40, which will turn off all the devices that are connected to the MT40 as well. So that is going to be the MT40 from our Meraki team. I'm now going to switch gears and look at another piece of technology that the Cisco store uses called Wiser Watts from our partner CAE Labs. This is our Wiser Watts platform, provides us with network observability. So we're able to look at things like life cycle, licensing, and we can look at these things and get information to make decisions to optimize our OpEx. So I'll show you how we do that. We pop into our hardware lifecycle tab and we can see which devices we have that are no longer going to be supported within the next 18 months. So as we're doing fiscal year planning, we can budget to upgrade those devices. If I go over to the licensing tab, we can see which licenses we have that are not being used and what the cost of those unused licenses are. And if I go over to the dormant device licensing, I can see which dormant devices I have that have licenses applied to them. So again, Wiser Watts is a great platform for us to have visibility into ways to optimize our OpEx. I'm now going to scroll over to a different dashboard called Every Angle. So Every Angle is one of our Meraki partners. They leverage Meraki APIs to provide us with information from the camera. So we are able to get analytics through Every Angle. Something really important to note, they have their own algorithm that is powered by AI and machine learning. So we're able to get insights around our customers in terms of gender and age. It's important to note that they are not using facial recognition and that all the data is anonymized. So we do not have any concerns there, but it is great to get understandings of the attributes of our customers that are coming into the Cisco store. If I go over to the queuing analysis tab, we do have a fisheye camera deployed over our queue. The reason that we have this is because Every Angle is able to give us information around our queues. So we are able to see our average wait time, our average occupancy, and what those maxes are. We can set a threshold and notify our sales associates if we've exceeded that threshold so that they can help come over and service our customers as needed. I'm now going to pop over to the engagement analysis. For our Cisco store at Cisco Live, we do have a ship to home station. We are going to be looking at the engagement of that area. So if I go into the camera view, you can see the zone that we are looking at the engagement in. And if I exit out of that, you can see we are looking at average dwell times or average occupancy. We are able to measure the success of the activations that we've deployed at events so that we can make data-driven decisions about how we move forward with those activations. I'm now going to pop over to the store performance tab. We have been able to connect our point of sale system to every angle so that we are able to get a conversion rate for our physical stores. This has been extremely valuable information for us. This is the first time that we have had this metric. It's been difficult to get this metric, which is a metric that we've always gotten from our e-commerce stores. So paralleling the metrics that we get online in our physical stores is extremely valuable for the Cisco store. The last thing that I'm going to show you is our Captana solution. So this is coming from a Meraki partner as well. The partner is called Fusion Group. We have our Captana camera deployed facing our drinkware wall, and we are able to see what the product is. So the Captana camera communicates with the electronic shelf labels to identify which product is what. And then we are also able to see, if you look at that red box on the right side of the screen, we can see when things are out of stock. Captana also allows us to do planogram compliance. So we have empowered our merchandisers to manage multiple locations remotely, which has been extremely valuable as we face some labor shortages in the retail industry. We are now going to look at our chatbot. So we have a chatbot that we've built with Webex Connect. I'm going to scan the QR code here, which will prompt me to engage with the chatbot. So I am able to ask the chatbot questions about the Cisco store, all without having to interact with a person. But if I did need to interact with a person for whatever reason, I could just type in agent, and that would escalate to our Webex space with our support team, and our support team is able to communicate with those customers directly through Webex. We have also leveraged Webex Connect to power our patching experience. So we have an experience where you are able to apply custom patches to your merchandise. When you go over there, you'll be prompted to scan the QR code. You'll be able to select the item that you want to customize, the patch that you want applied, and the location of the patch. You will then drop off your items and get notified as your order is prepared, and you will get notified when the order is ready for pickup. So that is going to be Webex Connect, our partner for our in-store chatbot, our online chatbot, and for our custom patching station. We are now going to move over to the next screen. We are going to be looking at our Cisco Store Explorer. So we have so much technology in our Cisco Store Tech Labs. We wanted to create a way for our customers to be able to uncover and learn about the technology all on their own. So we created this augmented reality app. Brian is showing it to you now on the iPad. We overlay our devices with hotspots. You can click on the devices on the hotspots, learn more about the technology. If Brian goes over to the MT14, there we have actually leveraged Meraki APIs to pull in information from the device, so we can see that it is currently 66.2 degrees Fahrenheit in the venue. So that is going to be the Cisco Store Explorer, available in Google Play and the App Store. We're going to continue on and look at our ship to home station. So we needed to create a way for our customers to be able to shop online and ship home if they can't find what they're looking for in the Cisco store. So all of these iPads are managed on Meraki MDM. These are affixed to the wall, but we have had our iPads on freestanding stands before. We were able to set a perimeter around those iPads so that we were notified if those iPads were moved for any reason. We often deploy our iPads at venues that we're not at, so it's really important for us to have remote management of the devices that we deploy. So again, that is Meraki MDM. We're now going to continue on through the store. So if you follow me this way, So we are looking at our electronic shelf labels here. So these are coming from our partner Fusion Group. They are the same company that does the Captana cameras that we showed you. These are e-ink battery powered. The battery life is 5 years if you change them every day. So we like to say they last between 5 and 10 years. All of Fusion Group's products automatically connect to Meraki access points. So if you have Meraki access points, you don't need any additional infrastructure to roll them out in your environment. Something that we have done for this show, Brian is inputting the product ID to make the shelf label flash. The reason that we have done this, we've deployed our shelf labels into the back of house. We wanted to create a way for our employees to quickly find product in the back of house. So our sales associates are able to go into the back of house, input the product ID, and make the shelf label flash so that they can find the product as fast as possible and get back out on the floor to assist our customers. So again, that is going to be Fusion Group electronic shelf labels. We have some more things to see, so you're gonna follow me over to our checkout counter now. So we have various screens deployed throughout our store. Our partner for our digital signage is WeProvision Edge. That platform is what we use to manage all of the screen playlists that we have in store. We have connected WeProvision Edge with an MT30 smart button, so when Brian pushes the smart button, that will change the state of the screens to a store close state. So every night when the Cisco store is ready to close, we hit that button, and that is how our employees know that we are no longer open. So I'll now direct your attention to Meraki Display. Meraki Display is an Apple TV application, allows you to build a custom view of your cameras all without needing any access to the backend. So this has been particularly great for us. We are able to give our sales associates and store managers visibility into our camera feeds, but we do not have to provide them with any login information. You will see a fisheye camera atop our queue. That is the camera that we are using to get our queuing analysis with every angle. And that is how we also do our overnight security. So we leave our Meraki cameras on to monitor our store. We have our digital signage that tells our audience that we are closed, and we have Meraki Display, which shows that we are watching the camera feeds at all times. We're now going to move over to our customer feedback activation. So we've created this activation here to elicit feedback from our customers. We often send out post-event surveys, and we found that we don't necessarily get the most elaborative feedback from our customers when we do so, and we have great feedback when we talk to our customers. So we wanted to create a way for our customers to provide us with a verbal feedback. So our customers are prompted to answer one of these questions. What's your favorite part of Cisco Live? What would you like to see in the Cisco store that's not currently offered? So I'll click on that question. They're then prompted to record their answer. And when they do, they will submit that. At the end of the show, we're not going to watch all of those videos because we get so many video submissions, we don't have the time. But FanVoice has a way for us to generate an AI-generated report that summarizes our customer feedback for the duration of the show. So that is going to be, again, our customer feedback activation powered by FanVoice. We've got a few more things to see, so you're gonna follow me this way now. All of the apparel that we have in store is RFID tags. So the RFID lives in this tag here. What I'm going to show you now is our demo smart fitting room. We do have a functioning smart fitting room, but wanted you to be able to see it right here. So I am going to act as a customer and walk into the fitting room. You will see the products load in on the screen here. If I walk in with multiple products, they will load on the screen seamlessly. So there is a sensor behind this graphic here that is reading the RFID tags. Our customers are able to request different sizes or different products, all without having to leave the fitting room. So this is key on RFID for our RFID partner. We also do have an inventory robot in our San Jose store. Robin goes around our store every night, clocks our inventory, and that is how we do our inventory counting at the Cisco store. We leverage technology. We don't actually count it ourselves. We're now gonna move over. You're gonna follow me this way. So the next thing that I'm going to show you is going to be an activation that we've created with our partners, Cogniac. We have also used Meraki cameras and we provision Edge. So we have trained this camera to look at this water bottle. We've leveraged our partner, Cogniac, who does camera model training to track the movement of this water bottle. When our customers engage with this water bottle, that will trigger an action to reprovision Edge and will change the state of these screens. So when I pick up this water bottle as a customer, I will see that the screens have changed. So we are creating engaging experiences in the store. We want to create fun activations, but most importantly, the longer that we keep our customers in store, the more likely they are to make a purchase. So Brian is going to change the screens over now. And this is the part where I remind you that we have our own augmented reality app, the Cisco Store Explorer. It is available in the App Store and Google Play. And that if you tag the Cisco Store at any time, your post will be in our carousel that displays in all of our Cisco stores. Our social media carousel is powered by Fan Voice. We're now going to wrap around the store and I'm going to close this tour out. So the last thing that we do when we conclude our Cisco Store Tech Lab tours, we ask our attendees to complete this Slido poll. Slido is a Cisco product. Our attendees are prompted to scan the QR code and answer the question, what was the most interesting technology solution that you saw? The more submissions that something gets, the bigger the word gets, and we're just building this visual to see what people find most interesting in our Cisco Store Tech Lab. But that is the conclusion of this Cisco Store Tech Lab tour at Cisco Live, Las Vegas 2024. We will see you at our next show.